Hey guys, just got done with the gym. Had some lower body, got my 30 minutes on incline on the treadmill, and feeling good. Was able to use the recovery, what is it? The recovery zero gravity chair at the gym, and that was nice. It wasn't working at first, and I got it. But yeah, heading home. But something that was on my mind that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I got this from Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, the actual official manuscript, the one that's on Spotify. I've listened to the one that's on YouTube, and that one's basically the interview between Napoleon Hill and the devil. And this one goes more in depth about him just talking about his life, the people he's talked to, and how it came about to write these books and these philosophies that he wrote. And something he was thinking about that got reminded of is like the difference between a drifter and a non-drifter. So according to the devil and Napoleon Hill, a non-drifter is, well, actually, a drifter is somebody that, well, make sure you guys can see me. A drifter is somebody that is just going about their day, listening to those around them, does what he or she is told or they're told, and is just going on through life just on autopilot, not doing much for themselves, and just kind of going by what other people are telling them to do. Very mundane, very comfortable, and just least amount of effort and thinking that you have to do. As opposed to a non-drifter is more about being an independent thinker, a go-getter, somebody that actually wants to do something with their lives and taking action. And according to the devil, he controls about 98% of the population of drifters, and the 2% of drifters are controlled by God or the universe. So he goes about the interviews speaking about the different ways that he controls people, right? It's through the mind, it's through fear, it's through temptation, and it's something that I feel like I had to really listen to again. And shout out to Michael for watching this and listening to this. Because of you, I got into this book in the first place. It was a good reminder. But I just wanted to talk about the whole idea behind it and how it comes into play with this video, right? The whole thing about uncertainty is that we aren't sure what's going to happen the next day, right? We're so stuck in this place of comfort, this place of just autopilot of knowing what's going to happen. We're so susceptible to routine because it feels safe. It feels like something that we can anticipate, right? We can anticipate getting up, going to work, or going to school, having meals, just things that we're already used to, just as examples I can give you. As opposed to the uncertainty of not knowing what tomorrow will bring and going through challenges and just sacrifice of whatever you're going through as well. Navigating through the uncertainty is doing something that you're not used to doing, right? It's learning something new. You can be learning an instrument, art, a skill, and that's something where you have no idea. You can start from the bottom and start as a beginner and just not know if it's going to work out, because you have to just start fresh, start somewhere where you don't have a lot of education on, right? And it's a built skill that you have to learn, and it can be very scary because you have to just start off as somebody like a noob, as opposed to doing something else. As opposed to doing something you already know, it's something that you really don't have to gravitate towards. And that goes with saying that when you go through that uncertainty, those adversities and those challenges, you're faced with really coming to terms with yourself and saying, like, can I do this? Is this something that I can actually plan out, or not even plan out, but just do? And that's taking action. And when you take that action, you have to really come to terms with what you can do, and just it comes into that place of reassurance, right? This is going into the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. The mental part of it is actually convincing yourself to do it. The emotional part is understanding that even though there's fear, there's uncertainty and doubt, you have to reassure yourself that you're able to do this and come from a place of acknowledgement that it's okay not to know what's going on, but you are going to learn, and it's just going to take time. And the spiritual is just having blinded faith that it's all going to work out. It's being optimistic and being not a little, but being super just, what's the word I'm looking for? Man, I just can't think about it right now. But it's just having blinded faith and just knowing that it's going to work out. We take advantage of the fact that we can be grateful for so many things, right? It could be our health, the fact that we have a roof over our head, the fact that we have a next meal that we can look forward to. And not saying that everybody has different circumstances, but there's something to be grateful for. The fact that we even woke up and we're able to just see the sun and to be kind to somebody or be kind to others, that's something to look forward to and to be grateful for. And that's going through the uncertainty. What if even if you're having a bad day, right? And you're uncertain of what tomorrow brings, you can do two things. You can either be a jerk and drag people down with you, or put a smile on your face and just reassure yourself that it's going to work out. And you might not know what's going to happen, but at the same time too, you can show what you have, that you can give something for free, and that's your kindness. It's an energy exchange, and when you give, you get in return. And that's just something of just the law of attraction. There's a lot of uncertainty. I have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring, but like today, I didn't want to go to the gym, but I got myself up anyways because I just had to go. I told myself, no, it's okay, I'm already home, just chill, you don't have to go. The thoughts that are going through my head of just being comfortable, just staying at home. But I really had to tell myself, like, no, you can go, you have the time, and really invest into yourself. And I think that's the biggest thing right now, is just learning to invest into myself and telling myself that that's okay, because I really have to take the time to really just think about me. I've been putting myself off for so long that it's really time to just come to terms with myself, to terms with taking care of myself on a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual aspect. Being okay with stillness, being okay with taking action and understanding why I'm taking action. I might not understand the full picture of where I'm going, but I know that by doing something, it's going to lead me towards my calling, my purpose, my passion, whether that's through art, through helping others, whatever it is, it's just going through that and actually doing something about it, rather than just contemplating and not taking any action and just kind of just sitting down, just drifting. That does nothing for myself and for no one. We're here to connect, to build community, to be there for one another. And that's through just speaking and just talking to other people. I've had some of the coolest conversations with the most random people. That was one thing I loved doing, like growing up, is I would just have these random conversations with people that were like twice or like 3 times my age, and for some reason they would always say like, oh, like you're gonna do well and you got a good head on your shoulders. I didn't know what that meant. I honestly felt like it was I was getting peer pressured, and I just felt like this high pedestal expectation on me that if I couldn't reach it, like I was just gonna settle for a bare minimum. And I did for a while. When I would reach a next level or a new chapter, it scared the fuck out of me, and I just had to regress back into what I was comfortable with. But getting back from that whole getting back to what I was saying about just meeting people, is that everybody has words of wisdom. Whether you take it or not, you take it with a grain of salt. It can either apply to whatever you're going through now or something that you're going to go through later. And for some odd or right reason, or that experience happens because it's something that comes through God, through the universe, and is speaking through source, and that message is meant for you in some way, shape, or form that we might not understand at this moment, right? The other thing too is like you can talk to the universe, God, whoever you talk to, whoever you have faith in, and ask for time, for forgiveness, for healing, and you might not get in the way that you want. You want the time, the healing, the forgiveness, but it's given to you in a way where you have to work towards it, and it might not make sense right at this moment, but it will make sense later. And that's where the blinded faith comes in, and that's where we have to just be delusional, full circle. You have to be a little delusional about knowing that it's gonna work out. In a society where there's so much negativity, it really comes down to how delusional we need to be in order to have that delusional optimism. And you might have people around you that have different experiences, and you might be like, hey, this is something that I want to do, and it's okay to share your aspirations, your goals with people, but not everybody's going to be as delusional as you need to be in order to get to that next level or that next chapter. It's going to be a little lonely. At the same time too, you have to go through that because it's the only way over to that next step. And that's kind of where I am right now, where I do have a support system. I do have people that love me, that care for me, that are here to support me. And I have to know that they're supporting me to the best of their capabilities at this moment. Whether they've gone through the same experience or they're going through different experiences. And I have to be okay with that. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be something that is going to just fit into a perfect puzzle piece. What I'm trying to get to is just there's no perfection around it. There's no right way. Everybody has their own way, their own experience on how to get somewhere, and it's a story to tell. But the main thing about today is, through that uncertainty, we have to take action, and we have to do what we're called to do. You have to trust your intuition, your gut, whatever it is, you have to just follow it. And you might not know what it's saying. Like right now, I'm headed home, but what's to say it's like, hey, just stop at this place, or just stop here. And I'm just like, why? And you never know if it's because you just realize that there's something that you've been putting off that you're reminded of. There's a person you just have a conversation with that you're just like, whoa, like I've been asking for this, and now you're telling me this, and it just reassures me that I'm still on the right path. It could be angel numbers. There's so many things where we just have to have that delusion and that blinded faith in order to get to that next step. And yeah, that's my 2 cents. And that's where I'm at right now. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in with me, and I'm really looking forward to this next part of my journey, my chapter, and seeing where it goes. But it's gonna take me really knowing and understanding that I cannot be the same person I was before. I am letting go of certain things in order to make space for new opportunities and new doors to open up. And that takes a lot of just leaving bad habits behind, understanding that the universe works in various mysterious ways, and it's all in our favor. We're energy. Energy we give, it's reciprocated towards us. And I really believe in that. So with that, I hope you all have a good day, a blessed day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.